Okay. And we are live. So, a warm welcome to each everyone. My name is Phil, and this is Let Us Talk It Zipinar. So, this is an initiative from Cogent Integrated Business Solutions. So, they're an IT company based in Detroit, Michigan, and they wanted to give back to the community. So, well, with this initiative of thought, they have decided to make it in a form that no one can steal away from anyone. So, uh, knowledge sharing is the most valuable thing to do as an initiative, and making it free is more convenient for everybody from anywhere in the world. So, we do this every Wednesday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Anywhere you are, you can join in freely. You can watch on YouTube as well, as we have our YouTube page. Let us talk it, and it's very accessible. And the recorded sessions are uploaded there as well. You can also interact with our speakers from there, from YouTube. Or it's much better if you join Zoom, definitely. So you can join in and interact with us for very exciting and fascinating topics that we bring you. And as mentioned, last Wednesday we will be bringing you two new topics, and they're fascinating, definitely, as we bring in the professionals, professional guest speakers, definitely, that has decided to join us in this cause and wanted to share their time and their valuable experience into this platform. So, in case you wanted to be a guest speaker, you can visit www.letustalkit.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn, or you can chat the Let Us Talk It LinkedIn page if you want to become a guest speaker or an attendee. We post our sessions there. So, for the first topic that we have today, let me introduce to you. And it is the importance of mental health, wellness, and some tricks, tips, and hacks to take care of it. So, in this session, we will explore the significance of mental health wellness and learn practical tricks, tips, and hacks to nurture your mind. And this session will dive into powerful techniques such as neurological exercises to enhance brain function, brain boosting foods for mental clarity, and breathing practices to calm and invigorate the mind and unlock the secrets to a healthier, sharper, and more balanced life. And to give this or to share discuss this topic to us is a founder of Brain Gym and More, which is Madam Jyoti Gandhi, and has been a distinguished business management graduate and counselor with over 45 years of experience as an educator across diverse fields, and is the founder of Brain and Gym and More, and the author of the Brain Veda, a remarkable book translated into four languages. And also, she's a certified happiness coach from the Berkeley Method of Happiness, California, and also a dedicated mental wellness coach specializing in the prevention of diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's, and inspired by the work of Paul and Gail Dennison. What a very great experience, and she will be bringing it to us. This is a short duration of webinar, but 45 years of experience will be brought into this session. And now let's welcome Madam Jyoti Gandhi. Hi, how are you, ma'am?
I am fine, Phil. How are you? It's such a nice thing that you youngsters are delving into, mental wellness and brain problems, and letting the world understand the importance of these diseases. Diseases related to the mind. So it's a great thing that you're doing, Phil. Thank you for having me on your platform.
Yes, definitely. And we are pleased and grateful that you have accepted the request and joining us in this initiative to share knowledge to everyone. And you are actually able to access anyone from any part of the world through this few sessions. And maybe you'll be making more in the future. So we are excited to hear about the topic. And you can proceed, Madam Jyoti.
Sure. So let me start with friends. I'm here not to teach, but to awaken you to the awareness of brain health and mental wellness. So my entire work is as a preventive rather than a corrective. So if you follow what I'm doing, you will not go through these problems and diseases. All right. So thank you for coming here. Thank you for having me. Today, we will be looking into this 1.5 kilo organ that we call the brain, which actually takes care of the thoughts you think, the food you eat, the breath you take, and yet it is the most neglected. It is the most neglected organ in the human body. Now, this is because brain diseases are actually transparent. While all other diseases show some physical signs, like a headache or a body ache or breathlessness, so many different ways, the brain diseases cannot be deciphered soon. When the mind gets affected, especially by emotions like negativity, fear, anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, lust, pride, and many more, we never go to the doctors to get them cured. We shove it under the carpet. We pray that it will heal, or we learn just to live with them. All of us learn to live with these problems rather than get help. So today, people like us are moving ahead where there are platforms where people can approach, experienced people like us who can help them go forward. Okay. Uh, we just learn to, you may see many happy faces going to the offices, but actually they may be sad inside. You may feel confident amongst a lot of your friends, but actually are lonely inside. You may have been ridden by some kind of fear that doesn't allow you to move forward, but yet you hold on to your, body, mind, and soul and not ask for help. Friends, mental illness gets into your body 15 years before it actually shows its first physical signs. So today, none of us know if we are going to get into any of these problems. It gets into our body 15 years before the first physical signs are seen. That itself is a red flag. My brain gym program is a simple set of exercises which we work on integrating the left and right side of the brain. We teach brain food, breath for the brain, neurological workouts for the brain, and many brain enhancing pressure points. I'm in this line, very sadly to say, is because my father passed over with Alzheimer's 12 to 15 years back. We did not have any clue of this disease. Okay. We didn't even know what this disease was about. And only those people who have got people suffering, who have got this disease, and they have these people around them suffering from this disease, know the helplessness of the people suffering and of the people who are taking care of these people. People who are continuously have these diseases, they repeat things, they don't remember, they don't feel hot and cold. I remember my father burning himself with the hot water of the geyser coming onto his body, and he could never feel the heat, but his body was burning. They keep repeating things. They don't know, if they've taken their medicine. There is so many problems, it's undescribable. I mean, I cannot even tell you. He is the reason I've written the book. He is the reason that I've gotten to this line, because I thought people like me who have been educators did not know about this particular disease. There would be so many in the world who would not know about it. Okay. Of course, my father eventually passed over because he forgot how to chew. He forgot how to swallow. Imagine you can forget how to chew, you can forget how to swallow. How grave is this disease? And after 25 days of not eating, he passed over. Friends, this is a deadly disease. 44 million, according to Alzheimer.net, 44 million people across the globe are suffering from this this disease or related diseases, and the number keeps growing. It is the sixth leading cause of death in America, and only one of the top 10 that cannot be cured, prevented, or slowed down. This disease requires everyone's undivided attention, and factors such as genes, diet, lifestyle, habits, and many more can actually be taken into consideration, and they give us the early warning signs of this disease. We will be giving a comprehensive outline on the importance of brain health as a prevention to many diseases, especially Alzheimer's and dementia. I will be sharing some small tricks, tips, and hacks which can help you. And the important thing is that the unawareness of this disease is the result for which people are suffering. The moment an awareness is created, people will start, like all the people attending the program today, they will start thinking about it. They will get a concern. Okay, oh, what should I do to take care? Why does brain health matters? Well, it prevents neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer, dementia, and Parkinson's. It reduces cognitive decline. Cognitive decline means it is a gradual loss of brain function such as memory, thinking, concentration, focus. It can be temporary or permanent, and it can occur at any age. So when you take care of your mental health, it improves your memory, attention, focus, and of course, all your cognitive functions. Even the processing and the speed of processing everything that you're seeing, reading, eating, talking, walking, working, it processes everything at a faster speed. Brain awareness also lowers the risk of mental disorders such as depression and anxiety and sadness and forgetfulness. It also improves overall health. A healthy brain can improve your physical health and reduce inflammation and boost the immune system. So, generally, a happy mind can lead to a no diseased body. Let me give you some key factors to prevention of maintaining brain health. Number one is please do physical activities. Physical exercises improve blood flow to the brain. It boosts its cognitive function. It reduces the risk of the neurodegenerative diseases. One easy hack. Now, I'm going to be teaching you small, easy hacks and tricks to prevent all this. You can walk 5 to 10 minutes after every meal. Now, how easy is that? Means in a day, if you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you take a 10-minute walk after each meal, you will walk, say, 30 minutes a day. Now, if I tell you to take out time to exercise or to do yoga for 30 minutes, you may find it difficult. But if I tell you to just walk easily in your house 10 minutes after a meal, it won't be so difficult, because you can keep your chores, like, people abroad, using your washing machine, dishwasher, putting your clothes away, ironing, washing, cleaning. Do it after a meal. That results in 10 minutes of a workout or a walk or anything, which results in 30 minutes a day. So even if you do this for 5 days a week, you get the ideal 150 minutes of exercise a week. Now, nothing can be easier than this. Okay? If I tell you to go to a gym, work out, you may not have time, you may not have this. Do so many things we are caught up with, but definitely you can walk 10 minutes after a meal. I will also teach you one neurological exercise to help you with this. It will give you clarity of mind. Okay, let's start this exercise. This exercise stimulates the carotid arteries that supply freshly oxygenated blood to the brain. It will help you re-establish messages from the body to the brain and the brain to the body. Okay, you can remember, friends, all the things above your chin you can control. You can control what you see, what you smell, what you touch, what you taste, what you hear. All the functions below your chin, these functions are not in control. You cannot control them. That is your cardiac function, your kidney function, your pulmonary, your lung function, gallbladder, pancreatic system. All these work automatically. Okay, from the time that you're born to the time that you pass over, it keeps working because it is following a certain discipline. All right, so I'm now going to show you first this exercise which will help you to keep all these organs in order. It is very simple. There are 11 points, okay, on your body, on your face. I'm going to show you these points on the face, and of course, I'm going to express them. So there are so many points on the face, like the gallbladder, liver, stomach, kidney, so many. I'm going to teach you how to tap them. Okay, I hope you all are sitting with papers and pencils. At least you can take down a few notes. These are 11 points. I want you to make a beak out of your two hands and curl the other two fingers in. So once you make a beak like this, okay, your first finger, your middle finger, and your thumb, you join them into making a beak. And now you tap 11 of these points 20 times. We'll do it 5 times. So it starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top of your head, the sahasra, okay, this is the sahasra. Then the positive points above your eyebrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you have to do it 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, temples. Then the third eye chakra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is between your eyebrows. Then below your eyes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is below your eyes. Then below your nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the hollow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Below your collarbone in the soft portion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the middle of your chest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the side, 6 inches below your armpits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you have to do it 20 times. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've just shown you 1 point 20 times. Okay. Now, just by doing this, it takes hardly 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds to a minute. You are working on all the organs of your body. Now, isn't that so simple? So when you get up in the morning, you can just do this before you get out of bed. All right. These points are very essential to do very easily, very doable. I only teach things which are doable, nothing very difficult. So friends, I also teach entire brain workouts during sleep time, during waking up time, during bath time, because all these functions you are going to do. You are going to take a bath, you are going to sleep, and you are going to get out of bed. So all these 3 times I teach brain workouts. Very simply, 2 to 3 minutes, you work out your brain and you can have a fresh, good day. All right? You don't have to take out extra time. These exercises will help you, help your organs, help your reading, writing, speaking skills, help you to follow directions. All these things are so simple. Let me now teach you one neurological exercise. It is called a brain button. Am I going too fast, Phil?
No, it's just right. Yes.
Okay, you know why? Because I'm going to cover a lot and I only have half an hour in line. So I'm
Exactly.
just trying to see the most that I can give. All right. So I want you to make a big U out of your thumb on one side, 2 fingers on one side, make a U like this out of your hands. Now put it on below your neck and follow it down 3 inches below your collarbone. This is your collarbone, almost 3 inches below it. There will be a soft pillow portion. I want you to gently massage this pillow portion. Massage this. Keep your feet flat on the ground. Sit on the front of your chair. Put your other hand on your belly button without moving it. This is your belly button without moving it. You just have to place your hands. Keep rubbing this. Put your feet flat on the ground. Join your heels and open your toes. Okay? So it forms a V. Your feet form a V. Now you look to the left and you look to the right. Look to the left and you look to the right. Look to the left and you look to the right. Keep massaging. Don't leave your massage. Okay? So, this way, this is a neurological exercise which keeps you, which puts oxygen into your blood, which gets the brain to receive and give messages. A lot of people get paralysis and all, right? That's because the message from the brain is not going to the body and from the body to the brain. So when you do these exercises, they also do a kidney detox. So they are very multiple exercises. Very simple, very short, very small. Okay. Uh, Now I want you to understand why the hand on the belly button. There are supposed to be 72,000 nadis or nerves, which where the belly button is the junction. Okay, they cannot be seen, but they are there. Like in the Chinese medicines, you have 12 meridians, artificial lines running down your body. Similarly, there are 72,000 tiny points near, which is at the navel or your belly button. It is at the junction. Okay. So when you are putting your hand on the belly button, you are just activating all these nerves. Okay. These are morning exercises. The second key factor for maintaining and prevention of brain health and mental wellness is cognitive stimulation. That is engaging in mentally stimulating activities such as reading, writing, puzzles, Sudoku, learning new skills, learning new languages. Okay? Just remember to be a learner till you can. Always keep learning new things. All right. This can build the cognitive reserves. So your cognitive function has reserves. It can build on the reserves like a bank balance. So you can keep your bank balance going when you do all these things. Okay. Remember, friends, your body is self healing. All right. So your body can heal itself only if you allow it to. You know what we do? A little headache, and we want to take what Tylenol that you have in America, or we have Crocin in India. So we just want to pop a pill, but we don't get to the bottom of why we've got a headache. Is it because you've turned acidic? Is it because you've been out in the sun? Is it because your eye numbers have changed? Is it because you've got stress? So once you've got a problem, try to get to the bottom of it. Okay? And then you can work on it. I am here to create that awareness with you, to show you in small, simple, and powerful ways how you can do these activities even while watching television. I'm going to show you some hand exercises. So, when you travel from one place to the other, when you're watching television, when you have just nothing to do, you have friends over, you can sit. Okay. So, just close your fists like this in front of you, 8 inches away. Close your fists in front of you and put the thumb out of one hand and the little finger out of the other, and try to keep this in a straight line. So now you're going to close it and put the thumb and the little finger of the other hand. Okay, these are some finger exercises which balance both your hemispheres. Close and open, close and open, close and open. How many can do it? Phil, can you see everybody doing it? Close and open, close and open. Okay. It looks very simple, but people will do this, they'll do this, they'll try to do this. No, this is not allowed. The hands, yes, the hands keep facing you, the fist keeps facing you. Thumb and little finger, and keep all the other fingers inside. close, open, close, open, close. Okay? This is another simple exercise. Yes, it is difficult. Okay, another simple exercise. Now you just hold your nose with one hand and cross the other hand, hold the ear. All right? Yes. Then clap and hold the nose with this hand and catch the other ear. Yes. Clap, clap. See if you can do it slowly. Very good, Phil. I can't see anybody, but anyways, this is a great exercise. Again, to do this all these things require concentration, require you to balance your brains, require, and this keeps you happy, keeps you occupied, and it keeps you out of your stress. Okay, now you can continue doing these exercises for 10 seconds. And there are so many. There is Incy Wincy Spider that we used to do when we were in school. Then there is list, pretend you're holding a ball and you just turn your fingers this way. Okay? Pretend you're holding a ball and just, twirl your fingers clockwise, anti-clockwise. Yes. So when you do these exercises continuously, you can even clasp your hand and raise one finger at a time. You'll see some fingers raising twice, some thrice, and things like that. So you go from the little finger to the thumb and the little finger. Keep practicing these little things. You can even keep your hands on your shoulders, tap the opposite thighs. Very simple but very effective neurological exercises. Okay? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Priyancha. Thank you, Amisha. Okay. Now, one very important tip. Please use your non-dominant hand from this moment. So if you are a lefty, use your right hand more often. If you are a righty, use your left hand more often. Use it in brushing your teeth, in combing your hair, in washing your face, in watering the garden, in drinking water. In everything, don't use your right hand, use your left hand. All right? So when you do that, you are again balancing. See, what happens is, if I'm a righty and I'm continuously using my right hand, the left brain gets developed. The logical left brain gets developed. So just to go back, the left brain takes care of the entire right side of the body. The right brain takes care of the entire left side of the body. When you're continuously using your right hand, you are only developing the left brain. Yes, Sandy, but you can do it when no one's looking. Okay, so that is why when I am going to be, so if I'm writing, I'm always using my right hand. But if I start doodling with my left hand, okay, you can even simply draw the figure 8. Simply draw the figure 8 with your left hand, and you'll see the wonders it does to your reading, writing, handwriting, and many other skills. Okay? So you should also take a new route to office, because all the time we are taking the exact same route, and for the brain it becomes a habit. But when you're taking some different route to office, it gets new things to see, and so it starts waking up. All right? You can also remember the day, date, and time by making up stories or using mnemonics or short forms. Okay, like how we use Vibgyor to how to remember the rainbow colors, right? So Vibgyor is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Yes, Nirali. Yes, that's true. Thank you. Yes, Sandy, do that. So, so mnemonics they are the short form. Okay, it's a word or sentence or poem used to help you remember a rule, a name, a game, a story, a shopping list, anything. Make a game out of it, make a story out of it, make a short acronym out of it, and use it. Okay? The third key factor for prevention and maintaining brain health is social engagement. One of the most important aspects of mental wellness is social engagement. Maintaining social connections, building strong relationships can support brain health and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. So, joining social community service clubs, keeping in touch with friends, going for walks, movies, traveling, seeing new things, learning new things, seeing people. All right, the main thing is you will see people who have gone into a mental decline are people who've taken themselves away from society, friends, work. They become lonely and they don't come in anyone's way, but they just distance themselves. Okay, so you must, if any of your friends are doing that, please go help them. Find the reason. Go speak to them, ring them up often, help them because only the closest group can help them. Once you know, oh, this is a red flag, ma'am had told me about it. Let me go and see why is this person not talking to us. His mood and personality has changed. Let me go and help him. Let me go talk to him. Let me find out the reason. Please do it with your near and dear ones. I'm going to teach you. I've spoken to you about the body. Phil, tell me when it's 5 minutes remaining. Okay, I can go on teaching for 6 hours. So you need to
we
tell me the time. You
Yeah,
say
it's
like this, five
it's
minutes remaining.
you have exceeded 5 minutes of the time.
I only have 5 minutes. Oh
No,
my God.
no,
All
it's
right.
more than, yeah, it went over 5 minutes.
So, okay, it's only 5 minutes more. Oh, it's already over 5 minutes. Anyway, I'll just wrap up. Give me 2 minutes. So you can release a dose of hormones in your body which heal you, like dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. The last thing was sleep and relaxation. Getting adequate sleep is very necessary. I can show one quick hack for sleeping. Close your right nostril, breathe in from the left, and breathe out from the left 10 times. When you do it 10 times, you'll feel relaxed. It awakens a coolness in your body. And there's a big study on it of Ida Pingla Sushamna, which I can't explain. And the second part of this exercise is breathing in from the left, breathing out from the right. 10 times. But breathing always in from the left to cool you and to put you to sleep. The fifth factor, of course, is nutrition and diet. All right. I would recommend everyone to please start taking, it's called cold pressed coconut oil, edible cold pressed coconut oil, which doesn't freeze in winters. It remains like in a watercolor. Everyone can start taking, start with half teaspoon with any warm liquids, and then you can go on to up to 1 tablespoon a day. It is fantastic. It is straight away brain food. I have so many stress hacks. One small stress hack: shut your left eye and look up with your right. See that there's no light penetrating. And take 3 deep breaths. Okay. Anyways, my time is up. Um, there was a lot to teach, but my time is up. Maybe next time. Thank you, Phil, for having me, and sorry for taking more time. Over to
That's
you, Abhishek.
totally great, definitely. And as I've mentioned earlier, it's really a full pack. And yeah, the time may not be enough for the informations, but definitely maybe we can schedule next time like a different session, and to learn all of those, because everything is fascinating. And yes, it's more likely we'll have to apply all the things that we have exercised today. Thank you so much, Jyoti, for that wonderful session and for sharing those hacks and tricks and exercises. We are very excited to apply them later. And yeah, hope everyone is as well. And yes, we will be moving to the second topic. And before I do, yeah, okay. That's it's there's a reason I wore this shirt today. So if you can read.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
very nice. Let me take a picture. Mental health matters. Let me take a picture. Nice. Yes. Got it.
So this is from like a shirt that we made for our organization at the university. I study bachelor's in psychology, science and psychology. So this is an organization uh, of psychology students. Yeah.
Oh,
So those
very nice.
the young minds that wanted to impact the world as well, and help with the mental health awareness. Okay. And yeah, let me start introducing the second topic that we have today. All right. Again, thank you so much, Madam Jyoti. And for the second
Okay.
topic is related still definitely to the first part, but it has a different hit. So the topic is about it is a form of a question. Are you getting a silent treatment, an uneasiness from your partner? So, with this topic, we are to explore the impact of the silent treatment on relationships and emotional well being, and understand how it fosters loneliness, weakens bonds, and can constitute emotional abuse. So, we will delve into the causes behind this behavior and discover effective coping strategies to address and overcome the uneasiness for healthier, open communication. And the speaker that we will have for this topic is a returning speaker and really wish to impact the world with this topics that she wanted to share. So we had her schedule another session with us, and we are happy to hear again from Professor Amisha Dauda, founder of Jewelry, Beauty Corporate Gifting Education, and PhD scholar in GBIMS academics and a psychologist. And aside from being a multifaceted entrepreneur, educator, and psychologist, Professor Dauda is the visionary founder of Krishnam Global Company, which encompasses six distinctive brands, including the ambitious designer jewelry, catering to corporate leaders and celebrities, and also a globally certified psychologist and award-winning academics. She excels in addressing relationship challenges, enhancing customer engagement, and fostering employee well being. And without further ado, let's welcome Professor Amisha Dauda for returning into Let Us Talk a platform. Hello, Professor. How are you?
Hi, Phil. I'm good. Thank you so much. Hi,
Great to hear.
everyone.
All right. And thank you for bringing Madam Jyoti here in Let Us Talk It.
Thank you so
And
much.
yeah, it's our pleasure. So yeah, we cannot wait to start hearing about the topic you have chosen to share with us today. Please go ahead.
Great. Yeah. Phil, I have a small request. I've sent you the mail again. Two more points I've added. Request you to open that slide. The second time I've sent you a mail.
Yes, I received your email, though it doesn't have any attachment. Uh,
The next one. After that, I have sent you one more.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me pop it up real quick. So
If
we'll
you
use this
permit,
one
I can
instead of the
start.
first
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah, yeah. So things are same. Only 2 points I've added. Rest, like even the points
Oh,
I'm well aware of. Yeah. Can
okay.
I start?
Yes, go ahead. I'll work on your PowerPoint and you can start this.
Yes, I have my, yeah, you can start. Even I have my slides with me. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Phil. Thank you so much for inviting me here for the third time. And a big gratitude to my cousin who introduced me to this platform. So this is the third time like I'm coming. Okay. Sunil ji, just give me a moment, please. Sunil ji, am I audible?
Yes, you are. You are.
Okay. Yeah, I received a message from Sunil ji. Fine, let me just start with this topic. Are you getting the silent treatment, uneasiness from your partner? Okay, I'll directly come to this point. Can you please change the slide, Phil? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Okay, we are going to take a topic on silent treatment, which is a very, very say important topic in a personal as well as professional life. I would like to come to the next slide. Can you please share the next slide? Okay. It said silent treatment in relationship is often a sign of selfishness and weakness. Okay, here I would like to tell you, see what is a silent treatment and what is stonewalling. Silent treatment is something where usually a person's feelings are ignored. It's okay. You can just come with this first slide, Phil. Yeah. So it is, when a person's feelings are ignored, or maybe if I want to share something, I'm withholding affection, or maybe I don't want to communicate with you, okay, because I want to punish you in some kind of way. That is a silent treatment. What is the difference in stonewalling? It is something like it is similar to silent treatment, but something additional. I mean, something additional what we have in silent treatment, like okay, ignoring the person, or maybe through different kind of body languages, making some kind of different eye contacts or avoiding eye contacts to make that person feel guilty. Okay, these are some of the signs of stonewalling. Now, why does a person get into, why a partner like gets into silent treatment? The simple thing is, there is some kind of selfishness a person has got. Why a person becomes selfish? So I'll just give you a very simple example. Especially when a child is born, till the age of 7 years, that person's entire personality is developed. Okay, so whatever they imbibe from their parents, grandparents, that internal environment, external environment, they are going to portray all these things when they grow up to their partners. Okay, in different kind of ways. There are different signs what we have. We'll just go through it. And a person who is not able to, is not able to communicate properly, okay, he or she is a weak person, okay, to develop more kind of, to develop a control, he or she is going to get into this kind of silent treatment and make the other person feel guilty. Can you please change the slide? Yeah. Yeah. The silent treatment makes you feel unheard, unloved, and unimportant. It's a torture and emotional abuse. The next slide. Let's focus on what is silent treatment. See, it is a quiet silence. And a very simple example, simple way I would like to say, if I like someone, okay, and if that person, I've got certain kind of weaknesses in me, and if that person, okay, to gain control, what am I going to do is, I'm going to withhold that kind of communication, so that person is going to remain into a confusion stage. I don't want my spouse, or I don't want my girlfriend, or maybe my lover, okay, to go to someone, because I want to gain that control on that person. So what am I going to do is, I'm going to withhold communication and make the other person guessing, okay, that have I made some mistake? Should I keep on over apologizing? This is a way a person can become more dependent on that spouse. Common stonewalling behavior can be intentional or unintentional. So I'll give you a very simple example. Many a times you see boys, I'm not only referring it's boys or girls, that emotional immaturity is there, or emotional maturity is lacking. Why a person becomes very extreme, gets into an extreme mode when they want to communicate. For example, your spouse or your friend or your partner or maybe anyone, the opposite person doesn't listen to you. You want to punish that person. What you're going to do is, okay, I am going to indirectly taunt you, or indirectly, I'm not going to say anything to you. In that case, you will start feeling more and more guilty. Your confidence will go down. You'll have lack of self-esteem. I'll try to ignore you. The more I ignore you, the more you are going to chase me. The more you are going to chase me, what is going to happen is I can gain more control in you. Now, these are the common signs what I've seen with people who are weak minded, people who are not expressive, people who cannot communicate clearly, or maybe they feel if I communicate something, I may be rejected, or maybe my partner may leave me. or maybe something like that. I may look very different, so I just don't want to communicate. So this is the way they keep the other person guessing. And again, yes, it is a sign of emotional abuse. Guys, it is very, very important. Like, see, it's very important to have a healthy communication. If you don't like certain things, you tell that person, this is what I'm not, I mean, this is what I don't like or I like in you. But there are ways of saying these things. So I'll come to that part later on. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Yeah, signs of silent treatment in a relationship. A partner is ignored. Okay, I've seen these things, especially, when a person gets into a new relationship, there is a lot of love bombing. Okay, I want to impress the person, or the other person wants to impress me. Okay, once that person is into, like, that person starts liking me, I don't want that person to leave me. So somewhere what I'll do is I'll use certain kind of tricks to ignore that person, so that person doesn't leave me. He or she is totally dependent on me. Another sign is provoking emotional reaction in a partner. For example, I don't like something about a person, I don't want to confront anything directly to that person. What am I going to do is, okay, I'll find some kind of faults in that person. Okay, I'll keep that person guessing. Another thing is, I'll just get into that point where that person is seriously reacting to what I'm trying to say, and then I get into that blame game. So this is also a kind of silent treatment. Why? Because we are not taught or met at times. We don't have that way of communicating the things in a more mature way, or where there is no consensus. Okay, maybe many a times it happens, a father and mother, okay, they are withholding communication in that way. Children observe all these things. The same thing they are going to do it with their partners also. Third, withholding communication. Okay, I just want to get into in revenge mode. Guys, this is not going to help you out. Don't get into these things. The more you are getting into in revengeous mode, the more painful, more painful your emotions will be, and also you're vibrating those emotions to the other person. And believe me, that is not the solution to work with. Also, we keep the other person guessing, okay, what that person has done wrong. She keeps on asking questions, she keeps on feeling, or he keeps on feeling guilty, and this is a trap where you keep on feeling unhappy, disappointed. I think so one should avoid making feel others guilty. Be very clear in what you want to say, but even in clear you have to be very assertive. So we'll come to those points. Leaving the other person without any explanation. There are suddenly, you sometimes you find people, they vanish. When you say something, they are not going to tell you anything directly. Maybe I don't want the other person to feel bad, so I'm not going to say anything, let her keep on guessing. I'll give you a very simple example here. I've seen in a lot of companies, when they don't want to hire an employee, what they do is, they're very nice to that employee. Okay, next time we are going to invite you, or maybe we'll call you for the interview, but nothing happens. Don't keep someone into a false hope. Give us proper explanation why that person, why he or she is rejected, or why she is not like a part of that company, or why she is not a part of that family. You need to give some kind of explanation, so at least that person has got a better clarity. Lack of response. Many times in relationships, you see, or maybe even among the spouses, the person doesn't attend the call. Okay. And then we keep on guessing what has gone wrong with me. The whole day, that person is going to keep thinking. So that is also one of the sign, an extreme way of expressing emotions. Example can being very sad with my partner. Okay. Not talking for 3 or 4 days or 5 days or 1 month. Another thing is like getting very angry, throwing things at the spouse or throwing things at the girlfriend, hitting that person, violence, abuse. It can be talking loudly to that person, screaming at person. These are all the signs of silent treatment. These are all the signs of emotional abuse. I hope I'm very clear. Am I? Yes, audience.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Silent treatment. And how do you reflect your feelings? You become very anxious. Okay. Because you start doubting yourself. Is something wrong with me? Okay. Or maybe you get very hyper at times. There is a guilt. Why there is a guilt? Because you don't believe in yourself. More than believing yourself, you believe others. Okay, you feel ashamed. Did I make that person feel okay? Was I something not appropriate, or was it not up to mark? What did I hurt that person? There is over apology on your side. Okay, that is also unhealthy way of feeling. You feel confused. Okay, whether I'm good, whether I'm bad, am I able to make my partner happy? You feel angry from inside, but you don't want to show that anger. You feel upset or very sad. Apart from this, you punish yourself. Okay, or even your partner will punish you. Okay, if you make that partner happy, okay, fine, you make my father and mother happy, then the spouse is going to talk to you. I mean, guys, this is not the way we relations function. Okay, you go crazy at times, you are over apologizing, you feel you're walking on eggshells anytime your relationship may break, and there is lack of confidence or self-esteem in you. That is what happens in silent treatment. What are the causes? What are the major causes of silent treatment? Apart from these points, even I would like to say, take some caselets. See, one is avoidance of conflicts. Why we avoid conflict? We always think that the other person will, either he or she will reject me, or what that person will think I'm too loud, or maybe I'm too hurtful. See, guys, there is a way when we talk something, always remember this thing in mind. When you're talking to someone, whenever you're talking to someone, I think so, there is something on the slide. Phil, this slide is getting covered. Yeah. So, what I'm trying to say is, can you please change the slide? Go to the next slide, causes of silent treatment. The next one. Yes. So avoidance of conflicts. What we do is we think if I say something, what is going to happen is that person will take me as a very loud person, or that person will think, okay, how dare she or he talks to me like this, or she is insulting me. No, guys, you have to express your feelings. And why we are not able to express our feelings? Because our throat chakra is imbalance. You have to balance your throat chakra. How you balance your throat chakra? One way of doing it is through meditation. Second is chakra healing. Third is you believe in God. See, it is very, very important. There is something, someone above you. We are, God is, we are into this world because of God. You have to thank Him in every way. So don't think what I say will create a conflict. When you are saying something, don't be very hurtful, just be normal. Okay, I'll come to that point in the last slide, the next slide. Then, see, you should be balanced, and there are good ways to balance yourself. Overwhelming with emotions. I want to overimpress my partner, otherwise she will leave me. What will happen? The last time my relationship broke, or my father was very unhappy, my brother was very unhappy. If I make my spouse unhappy, what am I going to do? I'm going to be broken into pieces. No, somewhere, don't control your emotions, try to channelize your emotions. The more you will suppress your emotions, the more you will get triggers, and you will bleed on people who have not hurt you. So you have to channelize your emotions in the right way. I'll tell you how this has to be done. The third is conditioned behavior. In during childhood days, we were always taught, or many a times in many families, they are taught, you're not going to say anything, keep quiet. Okay, how can you talk to your father like this? See, there is a way to express things. You don't have to be hurtful, but at the same time, you don't even have to throw allegations, or you don't have to play a victim mentality also. We'll also come to this point. Punishment, either you are punishing yourself or your partner is punishing you. Okay, not talking for days together, no physical intimacy, no emotional intimacy. Okay, you're left out from the family members, you're left from different kind of events, you have that left out feeling. Manipulation, when they need you, okay, they are going to be too good to you. When they don't need you, they will suddenly start ignoring you, and still you are dependent on them because you don't have self respect. Why you don't have self respect? Because I've got some kind of love and affection from my partner, I don't want to miss it, I deserve this much. That is a feeling, so we get manipulated. Power tactics. Okay, people who are very dominating, people who are jealous, people who are weak minded, they will try to empower you, they will try to control you through different tactics. Okay, let me be very good with this person and I need something from her or him. Okay, what I can do is whenever my work is done, I don't know who you are. I mean, that is a again a very different, I mean, it is a kind of abuse which has to be avoided. And there is also saying bad behavior is a result of unresolved pain. As I mentioned earlier in my points, see, by the age you are 7, your entire personality is developed. Now, I'll tell you, when the mother doesn't give the right kind of affection during the childhood, if the child is not given the physical affection, the emotional needs are not met, or if the father doesn't take care, children, what they will do is they will become very lonely from inside. To seek attention, they start behaving badly, they start throwing tantrums, or even children who are overprotective. Okay, they crave for a lot of attention, they seek attention from different kind of partners, and you see there are a lot of people, they have a lot of multiple relations. Why I'm not happy with what one partner, I'll go for the second partner, I'll go for the third partner, because somewhere my soul is not happy. When my soul is not happy, what I'll do is I'll try to seek attention. Either I'm going to be very good or either I'm going to be very bad. So there is some kind of unresolved pain. Okay, I have to calm down my ego, my good ego or bad ego. What I'll do is I'll need attention of people, and that is a human behavior. Okay, this is all the causes of silent treatment. Okay, I'll come to the last, not but the least, to the last part, coping strategies with silent treatment. Guys, this is not a one-time kind of thing, and suddenly don't expect any kind of change. But it is very important. How do you acknowledge your issue? See, when you're talking to someone, don't get over emotional. When you want to say something, if you get very aggressive, if your tone is very aggressive, people will start disliking you. So say these things in a very normal way. I'm not saying very calm way. Your nature is not calm, and suddenly you try to suppress your emotion, and you're suddenly being very calm. It is a very superficial kind of behavior. I mean, this is not will this won't be accepted. You tell the person, be genuine. Tell them this is what I felt. You don't go with personal attacks. This is a very wrong strategy of talking to the other person. Tell him or her, dear, this is what I didn't like, or this is I would really appreciate. Your strategy is when you're acknowledging the issue, it should have a solution, it should not have a problem. And remember, men are hunters. Their vibrations, their characters, if you talk about, they are more like hunters, and they like to protect women. And women are like, they want to share their things and shell out everything. If you tell a man, you keep on nagging him, okay, you have to tell me what is wrong with me, what is wrong with that person, will go away from you. Please don't try these tactics. It will always backfire. And apart from this, if a woman, when she or is she is unhappy, you just listen to her. That is very important. You just give her a lending ear. That is very important. So when you're acknowledging the issue, just ensure, tell the person, don't go with personal attacks. I repeat, because of you this thing has happened. Say, because of this situation I am feeling sad, I would request you, go with please, sorry, request. Okay, this will give some kind of respect to the other person, that I'm feeling a bit sad, I would be very happy if you can just offer me this kind of solution. I'll really appreciate that. You have been doing these things before, I would still appreciate it. Okay, this is the way, there is a win-win situation, and you are on a consensus. Second is communicate your feelings. See, it is, guys, it's very, very important to communicate your feelings. The more you suppress, the more you're going to bleed on people who didn't hurt you, and that is unfair. And somewhere when we are, in the last stage, when we are about to leave this world, we have to answer our soul. And the moment the last word, what comes to your, in your mouth, the last word, it comes into your mouth, and when you are leaving this world, you're going to get into the womb of a mother, and then you're going to choose that parent. So be very careful. So you should not have any regrets left. So communicate what is intended. Don't hurt your soul. At the end of the day, you have to live with your soul. Assertive communication, as I said, don't go into personal attacks. Explain the situation. The more you will get into names, avoid it at any cost. Tell this is what I feel, I would really appreciate, and thank that person. This is what you did, I really really appreciate. And believe me, you'll do it. I'll tell you, you'll really really get very good results. Request for a space, but don't suppress the issue. The more you will suppress, you will get a trigger later on when a similar situation comes across you. Okay, you'll not be able to like you'll not be able to cope up with their situation because your nervous system, your nadis, they are jammed. When they are jammed, you're not able to take anything new. Set boundaries, but set boundaries. Always get into this mode like it is a win-win situation for the person. It should not be me, my family. As a, when you're into that family, it is always we. You have to see, we have to adjust according to situations. But at the same time, don't lose your self-respect. Apart from this, say this is what I expect, and I would really appreciate if these things are done. Keep on thanking that person, but be real and be genuine. Otherwise, after a year or maybe after 6 months, your relationship will become very weak with anyone. The more straightforward you are, I'm saying straightforward, not hurtful, straightforward, genuine, real, kind, generous, and you always see the benefit of people as well as your benefit, I'll believe me, people will appreciate you. Please give your gratitude. Please do that. That is very very important, I'll tell you. And people will love you. You just try doing it. Feel and heal. It is very very important to feel. You name your emotions. Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling hurt? Just go through that pain. But I'm saying, when you're going through that pain, don't absorb that pain. I'll give you a very simple example. There was a story. There was this girl. Her mother always thought her, see, I have got this problem at the age of 70, 75. My legs are hurting terribly. You also better take care of yourself, otherwise you'll also fall into the same trap. It is not necessarily, don't keep on passing fears to other. You have to pass happiness, but even don't be unnatural and don't be superficial. This is going to happen. Don't give false hopes to people. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't sit in false hope. Be real. Accept the fact. Whatever will happen, we'll see it. And you have to believe in God. Somewhere you have to surrender to God. I remember this is my second life after COVID. 2 times I had been a COVID survivor, and the first time I think so. It's a God miracle. And like I'm here for the second time, but I always believe in good relationships, and your karma is, it will really help you out. Take time to calm down, think about the situation. Do you really need to talk to that person? But at least please address your issues. Don't ignore. Don't expect that person to be antaryami. Okay, that person will understand everything, that my spouse will understand everything. No. When your father and mother have not understood you for the last 30 years, how do you expect your spouse to know you in a year's time? Tell them properly. Just see their mood, talk to them properly, hold their hand, have a eye contact, and say, this is what I would really like to address this. Don't use negative words. Say, I would like to share something with you. Can you please talk to me? Be normal, be natural. You don't have to craft any stories or something. Be very natural. Okay, take time to calm down. And yes, something is really bothering you, maybe your trauma. Many a times I'll give you a simple example. People who are into event management, why they choose this kind of career. Next time I get a chance, I would really love to talk on topics because of your trauma. Okay, you choose your career. A person who is into event management, okay, he or she chooses this profession because there were a lot of chaos in her childhood days. So somewhere he or she wants to prove all these things. Okay, they want acknowledgement from the public, so they get into this kind of things. Okay, when something is not working out right, please go and seek professional help. That's very, very important. And you should visit a psychologist, and there is nothing wrong. Okay. The other thing is, if your relationship still doesn't work out, it's not a loss, it's redirection. Take it as a blessing of God that you don't have to get into more kind of trauma. So don't take it as a loss. See, everything is not negative. I'll tell you, sometimes you're not meant for each other. That doesn't mean you have to leave your relationship. Try your best. Don't get into revenges mode, or maybe like this person is very different, her habits are not like me. Then it's okay now. What happens? You have to learn from your partner. The more you try to control, the more you try to change the habits of that person, you will be into trouble. I remember this one of the person, there was a case. She wanted everything according to her time. it doesn't work out that way. You have to give space, keep some mystery in your relationships. You know, you will enjoy those moments. And apart from this, very important, don't keep on controlling everything and everyone. Okay, this time it doesn't happen, next time you can talk on, but address the core issues very very clearly. Don't put it like a issue, don't put it like a problem, a big problem, and then just test that person for a while. Okay, what are her or his actions, so you'll get an idea. Will you be able to cope up with that person? If you're able to cope up with that person, continue with the things. But I don't think so breakup is a good solution. Every time you'll keep on having breakups only, and sometimes trying, despite all trying everything, that person is not syncing with your likings, and something is not matching. So don't take it as something is wrong with you. There is no compatibility. Sometimes in jobs we don't have compatibility, brother and sisters we don't have compatibility. So don't take it into a negative way. That's very important. Act from awareness, not emotions, because you have to spend the life with that person. Before getting married, or even now you have got married, just ensure that, like, sometimes you just have to talk to that person in a more logical way instead of emotional way. Everything, don't get into a victim mentality. Why me? It is my karma also. Sometimes it is I'm being very very emotional. I may expect, okay, that person has to behave like that. Not necessarily. Okay, that person has got a different love language to express the things. Don't test someone's love every time. That person will get bored, and that person is going to leave you after a while, or that person will start stop the communication with you. Give space. Okay, and thank that person. Okay, you're doing good things for me, thank you, thank you, thank you. The more that person will do it for you. Okay, but address the issues in a very gentle way. Guys, be genuine. Don't try to pretend. After a year your mask will fall. After a year, 1.5 year, you want to sustain any relationship, be clear, be honest. Give the other person some time and say, this is what I am. Will you be able to, like, do we will we be able to gel up? I will also be very happy to be a part with you. I mean, to get associated with you. That is there. And yes, I'm reading a message. There are no perfect relationship, guys. It is all up to us. If I have a different love language to offer, show my love to my partner, it can be a cup of coffee. It can be just asking him or her, telling her, be on time, when you're reaching, just call me. There is a way how you care. But don't keep on testing the person's love. Do you love me? This is a very childish kind of behavior. Let this person speak. No, you don't have to keep on asking all these things. Okay, and stay genuine. A clear mind is a happy mind. Be clear from the start. People will appreciate. Good things will be with you. Weak things will fall. People are not meant for you will fall. And please don't label someone as a villain. I'm a villain, or he is a villain, or she is a villain. We are all God's children. You have to differentiate between good and bad, and just see with whom you can cope up. If the person is evil, we can't do anything. Yes, with love, a lot of things can be changed. Believe me, with love, with good affection, redirect that person in a right way, but don't imbibe fear into the mind of that person. Why we keep on asking the other person, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you like me? You don't do these things for me, because we have our own security. Don't get married or don't be with your spouse because you are incomplete. You should always look for something. I want to contribute something in this relationship. Believe me, you will really, really enjoy. Every day is going to be a very beautiful day. Because your partner comes, then only you will be happy. Because your partner does things, then only you will be happy. Because he or she says hi, good morning, then only you will be happy. Don't put conditions, unnecessary. Don't put conditions. Yes, train that person by your, show that person, train that person by your actions, not by saying, by your actions. If you start, you want to do something, show it in a different way, and appreciate that person, appreciate your things, but in a very gentle way. You should not leave your feminine qualities, and a male should not leave their qualities. That is very important. And the right people, guys, will always stay. So if they are people who are not there only with you for your looks or your money, believe me, your relationship will not stay. You have to go beyond money and everything. Emotions are very important. And yes, offer gratitude to your father, mother, everyone. And whoever is with you, please share a big thank you. The way how we crave food, emotion, even appreciation, people crave a lot of appreciation. So that is what we have to do. And please don't get into that revengeous mode. I'll give you a very simple example. There was someone This person came to me for counseling. He said, Madam, I was rejected in by one of the person. Now I'm going to show this thing to that lady. What difference it makes? What you're going to prove? You just want to satisfy your ego. Please don't satisfy your senses. Please don't do it. The more me will come into the picture, people will leave you and you will become alone, isolated, and don't get into this self-centered mode. So what he said, Madam, I'm going to show her what she has going to done. मैंने बोला, what you will do after this is going to happen, what you're going to do? Your ego will be satisfied, and then I'm going to get 20 people and I'll show what will happen. See, there are a lot of divorces, they are taking place. Then you can't be so revengeous. You're not meant to be together. Or at least if you really want to be with that person, teach that person, I would really like to be with you, or I would love to be with you. I would really appreciate if we go with we can comfort each other. But I think so that is a worst part. Revenges, ego nature, और देख लेंगे ये सब नहीं चलने वाला. Your relationship will not sustain. You will be unhappy with each and everyone. First, be happy with yourself, but don't pretend to be happy. If you're feeling something, do it, and don't keep on sharing everything with everyone. You should have a close group where you can share your things and just think it is going to work out or not. And every time sharing is very important. Listening music, but what kind of medicines you need, you have to find out the solutions. And I take psychology sessions, and yes, definitely I can help you to come out of all these things. But guy, I said, don't go into very tougher kind of methods. I don't do it. I just want you to open up with me clearly, and definitely I can assure you you'll be able to come out of these things, and you'll be a very positive kind of thinker, that I can assure you. So just go with gratitude, and don't worry, you leave it to God. Certain things you have to leave it to God, and just surrender Him. But yes, God, only your intentions are not enough. You should also ensure that you move. Whoever is there in your life, please share a thank you to them. Once again, thank you to my cousin who introduced me to this platform. She's not here. Thank you so much, Phil, for inviting me for the third time. Thank you to all the audience we have met earlier also. And thank you to my friends who came here. Thank you to Jyoti madam. In 2 days' time, like, you made a good time to come over here and shared your ideas. So you have to be grateful to each and everything. Take a lot of blessings, and don't think that my karmas are going to get cut off because I'm doing very a lot of good things. You have to clear your back karmas. It has happened 4,000 years back, 5,000 years back, but you have to clear all these things. But don't be over sacrificing person. Don't get into that self pity mode, victim, only me, why it is happening to me. It is happening, it's okay. You feel it, come out with a solution, and be more logical, but at the same time be sensitive also towards yourself and towards other. Please get into a win-win situation rather than me. Don't get into that me part. People will respect you, love you. Another thing is, don't also get into that mode every time I have to be admired, or every time people like me, or no, it's okay. If it is not there, then also it is okay. So it doesn't matter. So that is all from my side. I hope the session really helped out everyone. Thank you so much once again to everyone.
Definitely. It's such a great help. Both topics are really wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing those into this platform. And yes, definitely. I agree, Sunil. And yeah, before we go, I just made this one real quick. So this is for Jyoti. If you wish to
Okay.
connect with her, that's the link. You cannot click it. See, I'll just flash it for a few seconds so you can screenshot or you can check the link. And if that's featuring her book as well that was mentioned earlier in the introduction, The Brain Veda. So make sure to check that one out. And then if you click the link, you'll see this this is the what's inside the link, and there's the social media, the contact information of Madam Jyoti. If you wish to connect with her and yeah, have some few talks or maybe attend her sessions and all sorts. And yeah, for Professor Amisha. So you can see the link, and that's an example of her website. Definitely, if you look into the
Yeah,
Amisha
Will, I'm
designer,
so
you will.
sorry to interrupt. You can share my phone number. We are starting with our website after next week. Our
Mm-hmm.
photographs and the catalogs are going to be out. Maybe by next week it should be ready.
Yes.
So you can share my phone number. It's on the first slide. And if anyone has got any questions, yes, a brief question is always welcome. I'll be more than happy to share if you permit me. And the number is given on my. Oh, so sorry. My number is. Can I repeat it? Shall I put it on the chat box? My number.
Yes, you can put it. I can type it in the
Yeah.
slot
My
in the
number is
PowerPoint as well.
877941025. So that's my number.
Let's see. Input your number here. Okay, yeah. I think I was able to put your number in.
Thank you so much, Sunil Sharma. Thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you so much, Priyanka.
Okay. Yes, there we go. So the number is there alongside with the name and the email of Professor Amisha. So if you wish to save it, you can save it definitely. So this is also promoting their books, products, and services, so they can have future interactions with the one who are attending or who will be watching this recorded session as well. All right. So for
Phil, I
those
would
who
also
missed out,
request you, I'm so
mhm.
sorry, I would also request you to share the number of the participants, because from your community, we are going to offer them a lot of schemes, so that also we can share it in a week's time or max to max in 10 days time.
Yeah, I'll try to check if they have left their email informations. But
Yeah,
today so
please.
far we have around 20 people entered the Zoom. Yeah. Yeah, some left already, but definitely yeah, I'll check with them, see if they have left email information, because since this webinar is free, they are not obliged to type in their
Right.
personal information
Okay.
while joining the Zoom. So it's completely open. All right. Alrighty. So that's we went over the 1 hour session, but definitely it's worth it. So thank you so much for both the speakers that we have today. And hopefully we can schedule again a different session some other time. So to make it more fresh for everyone. And we would like to invite you again. So this applies to everyone who have joined in or who will be watching the recorded session on YouTube. We do this webinar schedule every Wednesday. It's 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern time. Currently, it's 10:30 to 11:30 IST. And yes, I'm sure sharing knowledge for free to everyone. Time zone might be a little of hindrance, but definitely it should be like in a different way that everyone can impact through this kind of initiative. So we are inviting you again next Wednesday. If you'd like to be a guest speaker or an attendee, you are very welcome. All right. So this ends today's webinar. We thank you as always and keep safe, everyone. And goodbye for now. Take care,
Thank you
everyone.
so much, Phil. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.